We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com. Welcome to AVRant. I'm Tom Andry, and I'm here with
Rob H.
Monty. Monty, I finally talked himself into buying an Oppo BDP203 within the whole HDMI 2.1 thing happened. Since $550 is a lot to spend on Hope, should he wait to buy an Ultra HD Blu-ray player until HDMI 2.1 gets sorted out, or purchase less expensive LG UHD player and see what happens? $300 is still a lot, but it's still 150 less than 550. So, or 250 less than
250 less.
So my math skills are weak today. And since his 2016 model LG B6 OLED doesn't support HDMI 2.1, does it even matter? Dude, isn't 2.1 supposed to be for like 8K? Isn't that what it's supposed to be for? Or
I mean, it's such a unclear hodgepodge right now. So HDMI 2.1 in the spec, whole bunch of capabilities that might be. I mean, again, HDMI doesn't really want us talking about spec numbers because the spec number doesn't tell you what the TV or the device does. It's just what this port is capable of passing through it, right? So the whole 48 gigabits per second 8K resolution support, you do not need to worry about that. That is part of the HDMI 2.1 spec. It's a potential thing that could be supported. You totally don't need to worry about that for Ultra HD Blu-ray 4K. That's out of the picture. But there are some other features like the enhanced audio return channel that could actually pass lossless audio from a streaming service that's coming directly out of your TV to your AV receiver. That could be kind of a nice feature. What else is there? There's if Samsung's HDR10 Plus catches on, they're like, yeah, it's going to need to be part of the HDMI 2.1 spec. And they're saying that for those types of features, it's possible some devices will be able to get that via firmware, because that's a feature update, not a bandwidth update. You're never going to be able to update the bandwidth. Right. But you might be able to update some of the features. So this is going to get really messy because the spec number's really not going to line up with the capabilities. And if you're talking about adding, say, Samsung's HDR10 Plus, that's a feature that might be able to get added to an existing chipset, and the Oppo is a very likely candidate because it's got plenty of processing power in that chipset that they have. If there's any current player that's going to be upgradable to HDR10 Plus, it's probably the Oppo. So
I'm of the opinion that 2.1 is not something I'm worrying about. Like if I was purchasing,
I mean, you just can't. If you do, you're never going to buy anything.
Yeah, that right now it's not vaporware, but it's like theoretical wear. Yeah, it is coming.
It's unclear. It's not even totally nailed down or anything.
Yeah, it's coming, but it's not something to wait for. And I think that it's unlikely that 6 months from now, HDMI 2.1 is going to come out, and everything that's 2.0 is going to have to be scrapped and upgraded to 2.1. I just don't see it.
I mean, if we do 8K, then eventually that's going to be the case. But
I'm more likely to see like 2.0 B or something like that to come out.
Well, that actually already exists because that added the hybrid log gamma as 2.0B.
What I'm saying is that you might see iterations of it. They might call it 2.1 or whatever, but I don't see this 8K stuff with the higher bandwidth as being something that's going to be required for what we have anytime in the near future. 8K is not. I mean, I know they're saying it's coming, but a lot of things are coming. Like all those James Cameron movies apparently are coming.
Honestly, I think buying the Oppo Ultra HD Blu-ray player is a pretty safe bet. If anything's going to get updated, that's the one that's going to get updated.
Yeah, I believe. So. I agree. Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.